Hey everybody, Kristen here and welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in minimalism, simplifying, and healthy living, then stick around. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing how I maintain a minimal kitchen and how I keep clutter out of my kitchen and out of my home. Some of the ways in which I do that include asking myself 8 questions before I buy something. So I'm going to go through those 8 questions with regards to my recent purchase of my George Foreman grill. So I recently purchased a mini George Foreman grill, and I'm just going to share with y'all how I evaluated whether or not I should buy this item and how buying this one item is not going to lead to a clutter-filled kitchen where I'm continuing to bring more and more kitchen gadgets in. My number one question that I asked before buying this, and that you can ask yourself with regards to bringing new items into your kitchen, is how often will I use this item? This was one of my main questions I had. Now, obviously, you don't necessarily know with 100% accuracy how often you'll use it, but I did really think critically and evaluate how often am I going to use it. Since I purchased this, I have used it 1 to 5 times a week. So the most often I've used it is 5 days out of the 7 a week, and the least is 1 day a week. So on average, I'm using this 3 days a week, every single week, most weeks. So for me, that's worth it. For you, it may not. For you, again, you may not want or need a George Foreman grill, but for me, this has brought me value. The second question is how many people are in my kitchen or use my kitchen. Now for me, it's just me in my apartment, but for you, it may be 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. But the point is, ask yourself that question, because sometimes the amount of use that you're getting out of the item, it may be that you're not using the item all the time, but it may be that your spouse, significant other, or your kids are using that kitchen gadget every single day or on a weekly basis. So while it may not bring you value, it may bring your house as a whole value. So something to consider is, will other people use it? The third question is, can I borrow it or try it out? This could be from a family member, a friend, a neighbor, but sometimes it can actually be really helpful to see, am I going to use this item or not? Do I actually like it? Well, I can borrow it from a neighbor or a friend and try it out. Try it out for a week, try it out for a day, and see what you think, and see if you're actually going to use it or if it's going to do all that it says it's going to do. You know, sometimes we see kitchen gadgets on TikTok or online and we get so consumed, like, oh, that's so cool, I'm going to buy it, and we buy it. But we don't actually consider, are we going to use it? Is it going to bring us value? And is it going to work with the home? And is this something I can get value from? And if you're only using it once a year, then you likely don't have to buy it. You could probably just continue to borrow it, whether that be from a family member, a friend. Fourth question is there another way to get the same results? So for example, I don't think I'd get value out of a rice cooker. I can use my pots and pans and cook rice basically just as quick on my stovetop. I don't see the value in getting a rice cooker. Now for you, that may not be true. For you, you may really enjoy a rice cooker. Great. If it brings you value, all the more power to you. Love it. But for me, I don't, but I get value from this George Foreman. Now, I did evaluate, like, okay, I technically could still use my stove for it, yes. But the reality is I actually am getting a lot of value from using this, and I kind of love that I don't have to heat up my oven and stovetop in the summer when it's really hot. Question number 5 is, how much time and money will this item take to maintain? So in terms of maintenance, this takes like no maintenance. It cost me $15 for this mini George Foreman grill. And maintenance, there's nothing I really need to fix on it. It should last me for several years. I spend more time cleaning my pots and cleaning my stove off after making a burger, frying chicken, or something like that than I do with my George Foreman. 6 is, where will this item live in my kitchen? Where's it going? Because it has to have a spot. Again, anytime I'm bringing in something into my kitchen, it has to have a designated spot. So if I had no room for this anywhere in my apartment, in my kitchen, I would not be buying it. What do I need to declutter before buying this item? So this is another question I ask, is there anything else in my kitchen that I can get rid of because I'm bringing in a new item? If you're bringing in a lot in your kitchen, you have to get rid of stuff at some point. Otherwise, your kitchen is going to become cluttered and you're not going to have room for things. And things are just going to pile up and pile up. I didn't get rid of anything when I brought this item in, but I have gotten rid of other kitchen gadgets like this past year. Number 8 is, will it bring you value? Is this item going to bring you value? Are you going to use it consistently? Is it going to bring you value, or is it just going to collect mental space and physical space in your kitchen? And just kind of a disclaimer here, I do want to put this out here. Minimalism is going to look different for everybody, and I really want this to be a safe space for us to kind of grow and learn together, and just know that what brings me value and what I have in my kitchen is likely going to be different for you, because you're going to probably cook differently, cook different foods than I do. You know, with me being gluten-free and dairy-free and having this IBS diet that I'm now having to do, even my cooking and some of that has changed and shifted, and the items that I even need have changed and shifted. And so that's okay. It's okay for change to happen and for you to make adjustments here or there. This George Foreman grill may not bring me value when I, you know, down the line, if I get married and have several kids, right? I may have a full-size grill that's going to cook enough food for everybody. This can cook 2 hamburgers on it. It cannot cook a bunch of food at once. So yeah, I hope these questions were helpful for y'all to help you curate a kitchen that you love, a kitchen that you can cook in, where you have the items that you need to cook the food that you love. That's really the goal, right? The goal in the kitchen is to have fun, baking, cooking, whatever it is. It is a beautiful day to simplify. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. See you all in the next one. Bye.